Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully by the end of it, you'll be a subscriber and hopefully you'll have smashed the like button and you'll check out my Let's Play with Denton Villa. Go on. If you're already a subscriber, as always, thanks for checking out another one of my videos. And this is another one of my little cheeky experiments where we're just going to have a bit of fun with the editor and we're going to see what happens. And if you can tell by the title, David and Goliath, what I've done is I've made twin brothers. They're born on the same day. They're going to start at the same League 2 English team. The only difference is one of them is as small as you can make somebody and as light as you can make someone. So he's got the lowest weight and the lowest height. And that's David. Goliath, on the other hand, is as tall as you can make someone and as heavy as you can make someone. Now both these lads, I think they're about 17 when we start the game. Now we're going to see if the size thing really matters. Now I've put everything into them. The potential ability is -10, so that means they could become anything. They could become the best player in the world. They've got the same current ability of about 120. Right? Everything is exactly the same. The only difference is that Goliath is super strong and David is super quick. Now who's going to have the best career? Hey, who do you think is going to be the best? Are they going to have good careers? Is being too small and too big going to stop them being a great player? Will the little fast guy have the best career? Will the big strong guy have the best career? So what I want you to do, as always, when I do things like this, is comment down below. Have a bet with yourself. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to become the better player? Is it going to be the big guy Goliath or the little guy David? Place your bets down below in the comments. And let's get into the video. Now before we look at the two lads at the beginning of this experiment, we're going to look at the team they're at, and it's Oldham Athletic. Now the reason I've chose Oldham because I wanted a team local to me, the team I care about because my dad used to take me to a few games when I was a kid. But other than that, I wanted a team that was in League 2 because I just wanted them in the Football League, but the bottom of the Football League because they're young. I didn't want to put in a massive team to start off with. I wanted them to make them work their way up properly. And hopefully by putting them at a team like Oldham, they might start playing straight away and get games under the belt early. But it's giving them the same platform. Now they're both strikers, and you'll see that in a minute. They're different strikers. Now, like I said at the start, I've given them a potential ability. I've not filled out their stats, so we're going to see. The computer's going to have looked at them and decided what it thinks they can be. So it's going to be interesting. So I think what we'll do is at first we'll start off with Mr. Small, David Small himself. And here he is, number 9, David Small for Oldham Athletic, 17 years old. His birthday is on the 1st of the 5th, 2001. Now he's a striker. Now like I said, everything I've given him at the start is the same. But all these attributes you'll see, the computer's given him apart from his speed. That is the only attribute I give him. So he's quick. All this, the computer's decided that's what you can have. Now he's got potential ability coming out of his eyeballs, right? But he's 4'11" and 8 stone. 8 stone 9, right? Which is very, very small. Very small. At some point, we'll have a look at what it looks like in a 3D match engine. That'd be quite funny. What I need to do is find, at some point when they're still playing at Oldham maybe, a highlight that they're both maybe wedding together so we can compare them on a 3D match engine. That'd be funny, man. But yeah, this is David Small. Do you think David's going to have the better career? We'll have to wait and see because he's up against the big man. That is Mr. Large himself, Goliath. Large. His twin brother with a difference. Now, you'll see here, that's the only stat I give him. 20 strength. Super strong. He's a man mountain. He's 6'11" and he weighs nearly 19 stone. He's more than twice the weight of his brother. And freaking like 2 foot taller. Crazy. But again, he's not bad. 17 years old, born on the same day, obviously. Everything's the same, potential-wise. But who will win? Who will be a better player? Or will they both be shit? I mean, the big guy's going to be a beast on that pitch, isn't he? A beast. So I've done this little comparison just so I can show you the difference. Here we are with my height guide. It's nothing fancy, but it's just showing you the size difference. There you got Goliath there, who's 6'11" and David at 4'11". It looks like father and son, doesn't it? Now, like I said, if we can get them on a 3D match engine at some point, I'm going to show you them. see you out. I might show you them both scoring a goal, hopefully. I'm sure we'll be able to find that. I just want to see him on the pitch at the same time. So again, last chance, down in the comments, who do you think is going to have the better career? Now, I was going on holiday till they retired. But it takes forever, doesn't it? It takes forever. So we're going to finish it off when they're about 30 years old. So they're at the peak, really, at 30. After 30, they're probably going to start to go on the decline anyway. So I thought 30, good age to cap it. 29, 30, I think it is. Good age to cap it at the peak. And we'll see who was the most successful. Now, we'll go off league titles. If by some chance they've won the same trophies, we'll go off goals. We'll work it out. And hopefully you agree with who I choose the winner to be. Right, let's jump into the future and find out. Now, welcome to 2030, and here we are with David Small. He's playing for Paris Saint-Germain. He's 29 years old, so like I said, he's at his peak. After this, they're going to start declining, so I think it's a good way to cap it. Plus, I can't be bothered holidaying anymore. It's soul destroying. So yeah, David Small, 29 years old. He's at Paris Saint-Germain. In between Paris and Oldham, he played for West Brom. Let's have a look at his career history. He had 4 seasons at Oldham, scored quite a lot of goals for him. Then he left for West Brom in the Premier League for $7.5 million. Had 4 seasons with West Brom where he wasn't as prolific. And then he's now had 4 seasons with Paris where he isn't as prolific. But I think there's something in that. I think he's been adapted from a striker to maybe a wide right kind of player. He's definitely playing wide right for Paris Saint-Germain. What kind of trophies has he won? With Oldham, he came runners-up in the Checker Trade Trophy. He won League 2. He won League 1. So he's done really well for Oldham, winning a couple of league titles. England under-21s, he won the European Championship. And with the under-20s, he won the European Elite League. So he had a great youth career with England. We'll have a look at how well he's done for England. But he did alright with Oldham. If we go on to West Brom, they weren't really like a massive Premier League team, are they? No offence. But they're not. But he took him to a cup final. Carabao Cup. Nearly won him a cup. That would have been awesome for West Brom. Scored his first England goal against Germany. And made his debut against Canada in 2024. And then when he made his move to Paris, he's not really done anything. 4 years he's done nought. Weird. We'll go back to his profile. He's actually grown an inch, which is pretty mad. He's now 5 foot. And he's put on a bit of weight, hasn't he? 9 stone 10 now, so fair play. Skill-wise, his speed's dropped off, but his all-round game's pretty good. For a -10 player, a -10 player, for example, is a Messi or a Ronaldo as a kid. If you were going to make Messi or Ronaldo as hot prospects, you put them at -10. Like Diego Maradona would be a -10. But then Gareth Bale, them kind of elite players, would be a -9. So he had the potential to become a Ronaldo, and I wouldn't say he has been, but he's definitely improved his game. He's gained 3 extra positions here. But he's only ever got 11 caps for England, scored 1 goal, that 1 goal we just talked about. Worth 67 million, is a good player. And weirdly, Goliath also ended up at Paris Saint-Germain. Here we are with the big man, Goliath large. Difference was, he went straight to Paris and he's been there a very, very, very long time. Again, he's 29 years old. His strength's gone down a bit. He's still 6'11". He didn't grow anymore because he can't. He's lost a pound. Well done. Probably lost out of his wallet. I'd say all round he's a better player. Has he won though? We'll have a look in a minute. I'd say he has. I'd say the big guy is much better than the small speed guy because he's turned into a great player, to be fair. His all round game looks better. He's worth 87 million. He scored 141 goals in 203 games for Paris Saint-Germain. So he looks like he's become the main striker of Paris, whereas David Small's gone there a few years later and been put out on stuck out on the wing. He's also played for England 98 times, scoring 84 goals. So I'd say easily, I think Goliath's won it. I'm going to put it out there straight away. Goliath's a better player. So if you pick Goliath, well done. And if you ever want to make your own player, I think it shows you the big fella is better than the small fella, isn't he? Now, you could argue it's the career path. He went to Paris Saint-Germain early, maybe. He could have had an injury, maybe, but I don't think it is the case. I just think maybe the little guy wasn't built for it maybe. He's still a good player, but Goliath, yeah, that was cracking, doesn't he? Onto his career stats, and he was at Oldham for one major season, played there for a little bit more, and then Paris took him on, stuck him in their reserves for a season, and then after that, he's just worked his way into the first team and never really left. Looks like he's had a one-off season there, but maybe that was caused by an injury, maybe. But yeah, Paris Saint-Germain legend, surely. Now with Oldham, he didn't do anything with Oldham. He'd left by the time they did anything, but he was playing for the England under-20s at the time and was a runner-up in the French Youth Invitational. Now what I have realised is, I didn't really know where they were going to go. I imagined for some reason they might stay in England, so I only had the English leagues running. Because you've got to think, a computer, you have all the leagues running, holidaying this far into the future, honestly, takes ages. Like, it could take freaking 24 hours, seriously. So the more leagues they had running, the longer it would take. So, stupidly, I didn't put any other leagues on apart from all the English leagues, and they ended up in France. So that's why it's not showing up as they've won anything in France, even though they probably have won. They have won stuff, and we'll have a look at that in a sec. But only his England stats are coming through, and obviously Goliath's had a well better England career, hasn't he? I mean, England under 21s, England under 21s there, the Championship. David Small played in that as well. Made his England debut, scored his first England goal in that debut, looks like, and then came third at a World Cup. So yeah, I definitely think Goliath's had the better career. And obviously, they don't show up on the stats, but Paris Saint-Germain has won the league every year, so he's won more league titles than David because he's been there longer. Go on to the history of Paris Saint-Germain anyway. No Champions League, is there? No European trophies. Still no European trophies in 2030. Paris Saint-Germain. How much money have they spent trying to win a European Cup? Well, they got to the final once, and that was in the 2021-22 season. They got beaten in the final by Manchester United. So, you know, he nearly won one, but I think it's easily obvious that Goliath beat David this time. So there we are, that is the end of David versus Goliath. And Goliath won this time. Normally, a little fella knocks him out, but the big fella squashed him in this episode. It was just a bit of fun, a little bit of a daft experiment. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it anyway. If you did, smash the like button. If you are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Again, go check out my other videos on the Denton Villa series. I enjoy making it. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching it. And if you do want to make a character yourself on the editor, and you're thinking you want to be a bit daft, or you want to make a few players, you know, I think the big guy's going to be the way to go. Obviously, if you make a medium guy, he'll probably be an absolute world beater. But I think it was interesting, because I don't know why, but I kind of thought, I know he was small, but I thought because he was quick, I just imagined he'd become like a little Lionel Messi. Do you know what I mean? And I just imagined the big guy would be just too slow and rubbish, but it was interesting to see Goliath become this real powerful super striker, so fair play to him. And if you pick Goliath, fair play to you as well. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I do. I've been Bood, you've been great. I'll see you next time.